Welcome back to Blackstardove. Welcome back to my channel. As always, you know me, I need that HBO special, which simply means help a brother out, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Go ahead and click that like button and the subscribe button. I will appreciate you. I do appreciate you. I want to get right into it. Let's discuss the topic of this video, Travis Hunter, and why I feel like we as a community, as a culture, owe him an apology. We all are up to date about him and his current fiance. I'm assuming they're still together. Haven't heard nothing about it yet, but it just snowballed until everyone bullying this young black man off the internet. I remember in my original video, I said, I just want him to get the information. Then once he has the information, he can make an informed decision, and whatever he decides is what he decides, but give him the information. We went from trying to give him the information to just trying to like shame him and demean him and embarrass him. And some would say, well, it's not us embarrassing him, it's his girlfriend embarrassing him. That may be true, but at the same time, we took it and we're just like rubbing it in his face. It went from here, let me give you the information, let me try to help you out, to here, let me try to embarrass you. Let me try to humiliate you. Let me try to make you less than what you are. And we, as a community, bullied this young black man off the internet. He had to get off the internet. Like, he couldn't like stand it. And it was just like, when I see it and I see like what happened to him, me as a black man, I feel like shit. I'm like, this isn't how I envisioned this would go. And yes, we may give him the information and he may still choose to be with her, but that's okay. Respect his choice. Like, it's no longer our problem. Once he has the information, he can decide what he wants. But that wasn't good enough for a lot of us. We had to do everything in our power to say that we're helping him, but not really help him. We're like demeaning him. Like the comments on some of these videos, I'm like, man, do y'all really care about him? Or do y'all just want to like laugh and point and all that stuff? And like y'all say y'all care about him, but the actions ain't matching. It seems like there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of envy, there's a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Live video, no edits. Projecting, there we go. There's a lot of projecting onto our securities, our insecurities. And we watch how this man was clearly in love with this woman. She might not have loved him back as much, but he was clearly in love. And we sat there and we broke his heart. And then after we broke his heart and we ran him off the internet, people just went on to the next thing. Now, it just so happens to be the holidays, so it kind of like, you know, it's understandable. But at the same time, we still should be reaching out to him to build him back up. We have officially tore him down. I think everyone can agree upon that. We tore him down as much as we could tear him down. Now, what are we going to do to build him back up? I'm not talking about professionally. Professionally, he said, that man makes millions of dollars already. He's going to be what? A top 5 pick in the NFL draft? So he's probably going to be making somewhere between 20 to 30 million a year. He's going to be fine. But we're talking about his confidence as a human. We have to build that back up. And I think that's we as a community should most definitely step in. There should be more positive videos and more positive outlooks on this one. No more negative stuff. We all know everything there is supposed to know. We know that, I guess, she allegedly cheated at a party, or she was in a rapper's video. It's so many different things, but we all know it. Like, we've all seen it. He knows that we've seen it, which is why he's off the internet. Now, once he comes back into the internet, we should embrace him with open arms. No matter what he decides, if he decides to stay with her, if he decides to get rid of her, whatever he decides, we should let that young black man know, all right, that's your choice, whatever you decide. Now let's get back to the matter at hand of you being great at life and you being great at football. Because football is just a step for him to get generational wealth. Well, he's already going to have generational wealth depending on what he does with his money. But from everything about him, he seems like such a cool and great human being. He doesn't really like spend the money. Like Shador be spending the bag. Like, we can tell, like, Shador's like that money gonna run a hole through his pocket. So hopefully he stays in the league a long time, because maybe he can get like those first few years of like wasting the money, and then he'll start saving. So we all know that, like, Shador he's gonna stay in the league hopefully a long time. I just leave it at that. But Travis, he's such a good kid, man. If you ever sat and follow him outside of all the bullshit, all he does is like work out, study, play video games. Like, ain't that what we ask of our kids? He's not in the streets. He's not selling drugs. He's not doing drugs that we know of. But, you know, he's a football player, so even if he was, I mean, like, you're in a car crash every play. So to me, it's understandable. But he's not doing drugs. There's no domestic violence situations. There's nothing about him for us to be dragging him the way that we have been dragging him. So let's pick him back up. That's all I'm saying. Take care. I love you. Peace.